The Renaissance, a time of artistic brilliance, scientific breakthroughs, and total warfare. As Europe transitioned from the Middle Ages, armies became deadlier, tactics evolved, and warlords rose to power. In this video, I'll count down the 20 most savage armies of the Renaissance era, those who struck fear into their enemies and left destruction in their wake. Number 20. The Condottieri mercenaries of Italy. These ruthless, professional mercenaries fought for the highest bidder in Italy's never-ending conflicts. Masters of deception and brutality, they turned warfare into a business. Number 19. The Black Army of Hungary. King Matthias Corvinus forged one of Europe's first standing armies, the Black Army. Feared for their discipline and innovative tactics, they struck terror into Ottoman and Habsburg forces alike. Number 18. The Swiss pikemen. With their unbreakable phalanx formations, the Swiss pikemen dominated European battlefields. They shattered knights and crushed armies, earning a reputation as some of the deadliest foot soldiers of the time. Number 17. The Janissaries of the Ottoman Empire. These elite troops were not only deadly in combat but also a symbol of imperial might. Trained from childhood, they mastered firearms before most European armies even adopted them. Number 16. The Spanish tercios. The backbone of Spain's dominance in the 16th century. Their ability to combine melee and firearms made them nearly invincible in battle. Number 15. The Landsknechts of the Holy Roman Empire. German mercenaries in flamboyant clothing wielding massive Zweihander swords. Feared for their brutal efficiency and how they crushed enemy formations with their massive swords. Number 14. The English longbowmen. Though their peak was during the 100 Years' War, English longbowmen were still a force to be reckoned with in the early Renaissance. Capable of decimating knights before they even reached the battlefield. Number 13. The Cossack Raiders. Fearless, mobile, and brutal. The Cossacks specialized in lightning-fast raids, leaving enemy villages in flames. They were a nightmare for the Polish, Russians, and Ottomans alike. Number 12. The Venetian Navy. On land, Venice hired mercenaries, but at sea, they reigned supreme. The Venetian Navy was one of the strongest in the Mediterranean, crushing pirates and rival fleets with ruthless efficiency. Number 11. The Hussites of Bohemia. Pioneers of early gunpowder warfare with their deadly war wagons. Their revolutionary tactics allowed them to take on much larger Catholic forces and win. Number 10. The French gendarmes. As gunpowder changed the battlefield, the French gendarmes were among the last great armored knights, fearless in battle, breaking enemy lines with thunderous cavalry charges. Number 9. The Scottish Highlanders. Wild clansmen charging with broadswords. The Highlanders of Scotland fought with unmatched ferocity, striking fear into their enemies with their brutal close combat tactics. Number 8. The Portuguese conquistadors. Small in number but devastatingly effective. Portuguese conquistadors carved out an empire with superior tactics, firearms, and sheer brutality. Number 7. The Ottoman Sipahi cavalry. The elite cavalry of the Ottoman Empire, executing devastating charges and hit-and-run tactics, crushing their enemies. Number 6. The Dutch watergeuzen or sea beggars, Dutch privateers waging a savage guerrilla war at sea against the Spanish, using hit-and-run tactics that helped secure Dutch independence. Number 5. The Wallachian warriors of Vlad the Impaler's army. More than just savage in combat, they used psychological warfare on an unmatched scale, leaving fields of impaled bodies to terrify their enemies. Number 4. The Polish winged hussars. The sight of them charging down on you meant certain doom. Their discipline, speed, and armor made them one of the most feared cavalry forces in Europe. Number 3. The Spanish conquistadors. With superior steel guns and tactics, they toppled entire civilizations, from the Aztecs to the Incas, with unmatched brutality. Number 2. The Knights of Malta. Holding off entire Ottoman invasions with sheer willpower and tactical brilliance. Some of the most relentless warriors of the Renaissance. Number 1. The Mongol successor states. Though their empire fractured, they continued to bring devastation to Renaissance battlefields, with unmatched mobility and ferocity. From ruthless mercenaries to unstoppable conquerors, these armies defined an era of war and chaos. Which one do you think was the most savage? Let me know in the comments.